What's up, YSA? It's Alyssa Simone, and I am here at the Bridge Church in Bakersfield, California, because they are hosting Qcommons. While shooting one of the videos the other day about how to fight fleshly desires, some guy overheard me and the fellas talking and came up to us and told us about this event. So I think apparently from what he's saying is kind of like Christian TED Talks, if I'm not mistaken. But I know there's some dynamic speakers. I'll show you the program, let you guys know ahead of time. But let's go in and find out.
Okay, so the year is 1993, and me and my dad are watching the MTV Video Music Awards. If you're confused by that, MTV was a channel that used to show music videos. And I was watching it because one of my favorite bands, Pearl Jam, was playing. It says how old I am. And I wanted to see them perform. So me and my dad are watching it, and Pearl Jam comes up, and then this older gentleman comes out with them with like long white hair. I was like, who the heck is this guy? My dad's like, that's Neil Young. And so they're like, oh, sweet. So they go into a song called Rockin' in the Free World. Has anyone heard that song? So 6 people, so this is gonna go over awesome. And they do this song, and it's not a Pearl Jam song, but I'm like, this is pretty rad. And I'm watching them, and they are so, like Eddie Vedder, if you've ever seen Pearl Jam, the guy is just like possessed, you know, and Neil Young is just old and just old, man. But he is rocking like I've never seen before. And so they do the song, it's amazing, and the song's over, and they start breaking everything. So the drummer kicks over the kid, and the guitar player, he smashes his guitar repeatedly. It just shows up, and he's like, and Eddie Vedder breaks his mic stand and throws it into the audience, and I was like, whoa. And I look at my dad, he's on his chair, and I was like, I want to do that. And he's like, cool. Are you sure you don't want to be a doctor or like anything that makes money or anything like that? Or makes money? And I was like, no, I want to do that. And so I get a guitar and I play, teenager, and also being raised in a Christian home. So I have the faith, and I'm like, okay, cool. So maybe I could play guitar and do like that, but Christian, right? And so I started punk rock bands. You can kind of do what you want, and it's really bad music, but you're trying really hard. And then I started getting into like real bands. We get signed by a Christian record label. We get dropped because our album is not marketable because it's too heavy. They're like, it needs to be more like Lincoln Brewster. What the heck? What? Why? So we get dropped, right? So that's my first experience with Christian music. And now I'm realizing maybe these two worlds don't go together. The passion and just like the urgency that I saw on that concert literally changed my life. Sounds cheesy, but it did. It changed my life. That's all I could think about. And as a Christian, I wanted to do that. And they're saying, no, that doesn't work. It doesn't work. You don't do that. You do what these people do, right? Because that's what sells. And now I'm stuck with this dilemma, like, do I want to do this? Like, do I just need to not do this? And fast forward years later, I get the chance to play in Kutless. James, the guitar player, called me, because you want to play? And I was like, yeah, I'll quit my job. Same day, hey, I'm done. And and immediately we do a tour. We go to Ukraine. And it's insane because being a new nation, we'll do these concerts they've never heard. What we're saying they've never heard before because it was illegal. So we're saying these things, and I'm literally watching people, hundreds of thousands, over that tour, 11 cities, averaging 10,000 people a concert. I couldn't believe it. I was like, do they know that it's us? Like, yeah. Oh, okay. And watching them during the gospel message, and they're like, what? Jesus died for me? And I want that. And all these hands go up. I'm like, this is insane. And the guys told me, like, this is amazing, right? Like, yeah, when you go to America, you're going to be super bummed. Like, yeah. Cool. So we get home, sure enough, first concert after the tour, it's like in Pennsylvania, I'm like, yeah. And everyone's like, whatever. And they do not care, because it's America. And so I'm constantly been chasing this Pearl Jam moment of passion and just, like, the guy smashed his guitar, and I have guitars. I haven't smashed any guitars yet. I don't know if you know this, but they're pretty expensive. So, and Eddie Vedder I'm sure can afford a lot of guitars, but the point is that it struck me that when they did that, and a lot of bands will do that, it's not because it's like, this will be awesome to like waste money. It's because that the mission or the motive, the points that you're trying to get across through the song, specifically in that Rockin' in the Free World, which now I'm like, oh yeah, I totally get it, that sounds awesome. They were so overcome with it, they're just like, I just gotta smash something, right? Because it's about the mission, it's not about the music. Everyone makes music, especially now because of the internet, everyone thinks they're a musician. It's about the mission. So for me, combining those two was so powerful because the only reason we got to go to Ukraine is because we're a band. They're not inviting like, hey, do you want to come over and like just talk in front of a bunch of people? They don't do it. It's like, no, you're a band. Will you come over? Yeah, can we talk about Jesus? If it's in your song, sure. I don't care. We just want you to play music. And so I was like, cool, it can be done. It can be done. It's very difficult. We got protested a lot in Ukraine. We got bomb threats called in. You want to guess who called in the bomb threats? The churches. The local church called in a bomb threat. We had a local church in one of the cities said they're going to come and throw Molotov cocktails at us. Why? Because you guys you're satanic. Wait, hold on, what? No, we're a Christian band. Yeah, but you wear black and have tattoos, you're satanic. That's a real thing that happened. And come back to America and it's like, not that different. Go on the internet sometime, there's this really cool website that's dedicated to proving that Kutless is a part of the Illuminati. I don't know, if I was in the Illuminati, I'd have a lot more money, but, right? The point is, what I saw that night, I'm not going to let go of because it changed me. And even though their message is different than mine, and you're in this place, and we all have, if you're a believer, we all have the same message, right? Jesus Christ is Lord. He can save, He can redeem anyone.
Yes, He can.
Doesn't matter if you wear black, have tattoos, whatever, anyone. And we're all given a vehicle. Mine just happens to be music. You got a video series, yeah? You just started, right? Let me ask you, if you were afraid of offending someone, could you tackle really hard topics? If you based your web series on, I'm just going to worry about not offending people, you'd probably get
Be
nothing
scared.
done, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Go
It's
for
going
it.
to happen. Anytime anyone does anything big, steps out, uses their talent, proclaims the gospel, you're going to get pushback. It's going to happen. Keep going. Smash your guitar, man. If you're not a musician, smash your metaphorical guitar. Right? Do what you do with passion, conviction, because that's what's going to attract people. That they're not going to be attracted to your passivity or your lack of wanting to offend someone. That's not one of the fruits of the Spirit, by the way. Thou shalt not offend or hurt feelings. It's not one of the things. It's not. Jesus offended a lot of people, still does, right? Yeah. It's pretty offensive, dude. But I do think that when we get to heaven, we meet Jesus, He's not going to ask us like what we didn't do. He's going to ask us what we did with our time, with our talents. He's not going to be necessarily concerned with how many toes we stepped on, because He stepped on all of them. Every toe that ever existed. Because He said, I'm the only way. End of story. I would rather get to heaven and I just be like, yeah, you offended a lot of people and you really had a lot of blogs written about you. But you did it. Like you went for it. And you can always ask for forgiveness. Right? But you can't get time back. Right? You can't go back in time and you don't get do-overs. You got one life. And there's a lot of people that need to hear the gospel message. Just step on some toes to get there, that's fine. Ask forgiveness later. Smash your guitar.
That's right.
Yeah, that's it.
All right, thank you.
Woo!